Hi, I am Roxy. I am here to ask you to do something for Steve6464. Can you watch as much of the video that you can? Then before you leave a comment. Make it a critique, a constructive criticism. Thanks. Oh, he's about to start. Bye.
Alright, so let's try this again. Hi, I'm Steve6464. Welcome to Season 7, Part 28A of Let's Build This, making a video. And let's try this again. Let's see if the review from last week works. Alright, and I forgot my drink. So let's do this while I get my drink. Oh, wait a minute. Let me do it this way. Let me go here. Let me add a new scene. Media source. Browse. YouTube. Okay, why can't I find... Oh, because, yeah, that's what it's called. and I'm going to put it on loop. All right, I'll be right.
Hi, I am Roxy.
I'll be back shortly with my drink.
I'm going to recite a free-form poem by Steve 6464, inspired by MC Tunis' review of Lindsay Harris' presentation on Jeranism. A Whiteboard of Derp by Steve 6464. A whiteboard of derp. So, now you are woke, possessing an arcane knowledge. There was a fever dream. It explained it all. The world had changed. Now smarter than them and they. But how to get the word out? How to educate? Then a bright idea, a white idea. Off to the office supply store. Eraser. Dry markers and yes, and the board. The holy grail of communications. The white board. Home alone with your woke thoughts. Where to start? How to draw your new arcane knowledge. Just empty your mind. And that didn't take long. Put marker to the F. White. Board. Let the knowledge move the marker. Not knowing what is drawn. Leaving room for what looks like boobs. All done. The world will see. The world will now understand. You yell. Wife. Mother. State-appointed caretaker. Bring me my hot pockets. Now. It's done. I am the new Messiah. All that see it are trying not to laugh. Is a whiteboard of derp. Thank you, boys. See you next time. Hi, I am Roxy. I'm going to recite a free-form poem by Steve 6464, inspired by
Turn on the microphone, Steve. So what else can go wrong today? I think the poem is laggy because of the file size, and I just don't have the equipment to handle it all. Oh, I got it. I'm all set. Physically all set. Alright, let's try this again. I closed Poser hoping that would free up some resources. Activate later. So now we gotta wait for Poser to reopen, find the file we were working. I haven't used Poser for anything else, so it should be the top of the recent list. No, wait, that's not true. I was working on Roxy's New Year's Eve PSA. So here's a quick test render. Okay, file, recent. Here's the Roxy's PSA scene. All right, and let's get to work on this one. Nope, don't say these changes. So I got myself, let me destruct things just a little bit. I got myself a new camera boom stand. I don't know if you can see it too well. So I can move more easily now this camera around. Right? Before that, I had my camera on this tripod, stacked on 3 of these DVD cases, and then a ream of paper on top of that. So this boom has allowed me to free up my desk, gives me a little more flexibility on where the camera is. So let's get going. All right, we are 2573, right? $25.73. New page. New headache. So what we want to do today, at the very least, is have Roxy turn so she looks at the cards as they drop. Give them a quick look and then straighten out to talk to the viewers, the audience. So the first sign drops at 2662. Right, and let me get the keyframe palette up. But not somewhere where it's blocking the chat, so I can't see the chat. Well, we went someplace where I can see the chat. So, Roxy. Now, do we want her to start turning to read the sign before it actually lands in Clotilda's hands? Or do I want to wait until it's completely rested? I think I'm going to start a second before. So it's going to be 26:32. Right. Let's go to Roxy. And body. No, I'm not going to do the whole body. I'm going to do stages. So we want to start with hip. Hip may be the same thing as body. Right? Yes. But not if inverse kinetics on Roxy's feet. Oh, they are already. So she's supposed to be twisting. Or would her... No, there would be some twist to the legs. Okay, so... 0. Let's keyframe. Okay, hip, waist, abdomen, chest, neck, and head. All right. So now what I would like to do is I usually take the head and twist it to where I like. 36. How many parts? 6. 6 goes into 36 6 times. So each part will twist 6 degrees. Alright, set this back to 0. Open all these up. I'm going to regret this. Hip. Waist. Abdomen. Chest. Neck. Head. And let's do the twist like we did last summer. So we're starting a second before. Gonna let her take a second to twist. 2662. Right. And 6 degrees. And then we go to the neck. Twist. 6 degrees. Chest. Six degrees. Abdomen. Twist. Six degrees. What I'm hoping to do is to get one and then just copy and paste. Twist the waist. 6. Hip. Hip. Yeah, hip. Okay, so hip is Y rotate. I don't know why rotate. I just thought it'd be a little more realistic. And then what is this, body then? Body. Okay, let's close body. All right. And how long is the sign where it is? So it starts to move. I don't have this all written down on my other page, but flipping back and forth is going to be more annoying than doing this. Okay, Roxy loosens her grip at 31:16. And how many frames is that? 3116 minus 2662. 454 frames. And that's how many seconds? 15 seconds. So we can leave Roxy looking at the frame for 2 seconds, which is 60 frames. Right, so she starts at 62:32, finishes turning at 26:62, looks at the sign for 2 seconds, which is then 22:32. But is she... No, Meyer. 27:32. Stop drawing your 2s and 6s alike and you'd be fine. Okay. 26:62. 26:32. All right, I turn this speaker on. There's going to be an echo. Okay, now the speaker is on. Okay, why aren't I getting any sound? But I can tell by her lips moving that she's still talking way past the 27. So why aren't I getting... Oh, maybe if I turn the volume up.
I can tell by her lips.
There we go.
She's still talking way past.
Okay, 26:32.
Focal length 0.5 millimeters, 1.377 inches times 3.251 inches times pi. The product is 14.065 square inches. The area covered is 0.097%.
All right, so I said 2 seconds. So that's 27:22. $26.62 plus 60, $27.72. Sometimes the old gray matter still works. 27.72. Keyframe. Keyframe hip. Keyframe twist. Keyframe waist. That's already keyframed. I think I was one body part behind. Okay, so we did hip, waist, abdomen, chest, neck and head. Alright, and then we want to let her have a whole second to straighten out. So it's going to be 2752. Right. Now, do I want to go back to 0, which isn't actually 0, it's like 22 degrees this way. So do I want to have her then facing directly at the viewer, or just keep her at the 22 degrees? The easy thing would be just to keep it at 0. And as much time as I have put into this, I am going to do 0. Let's save. $25.73. Go back to the beginning. See how this looks.
Okay, let's start. Focal length 0.5 millimeters, 1.377 inches times 3.251 inches times pi. The product is 14.065 square inches. The area covered is 0.097%.
I think I can live with that. What do you think, Roy? So we go to the next sign. We go 30 frames up from when it lands in Clotilda's hands. is 3201. That is the magic number. Let's go back to 2632. And copy all this. Control C. And then let's go to 3201. And paste. And it worked. Do I want to do head, neck, yada, 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 next sign, head, neck, yada, yada, yada? Or do I want to do head, next sign, head, next sign, head, next sign, neck, next sign, neck, next sign, neck? What's going to be the least monotonous or the most easy? I think if I go and do all the heads, all the necks, I'm going to be spending less time scrolling up and down in the keyframe palette. Alright, so the next, okay, we did this one. The next one is and if I do all the heads, you know, everything, all the heads, all the necks. Yeah, that's what I plan on doing. Okay, so the next one is 3715 minus 30, 3685. All right, 3685. Select it, Control V, paste. Very good. All right, then we go to the next one. $37.15, right? Confusing myself just a little bit here. All right. So that one's done. The next one is yeah, but I don't think I can't copy and paste head into neck. I have to do that each one. I'm going to do all the heads, go back to all the necks, all the chest, etc. So this is 4270 minus 30 is 4240. Select it and paste. Okay. 4270. So 4723 minus 30 is 4693. 4723 minus 30, 4693. 4693. And paste. Very good. Okay, the next one is the next one is 5284 minus 30, 5254. 5254. Select, paste. This one's done. And the next one is excuse me. So that is 5827. I'm going to take a break and read what you just said. Isn't there a window that shows the keyframes for all objects as tracks that... A little overlapping here. Isn't there a keyframe? Isn't there a window that shows all the keyframes for all the objects as tracks that can be edited or moved? Kind of looks like the Pinnacle video editing area. Not that I have found. Closest thing I have found to that, is this window here, the keyframe window. There might be. I just really haven't. Well, this is I haven't looked for it because this is the first time something like that has been mentioned to me. All right, 5827 minus 30, 5797. $57.97. Select, paste. The next one is halfway through the head. Okay, next one is 6420 minus 30, 6390. Control V. Haven't saved in a while, so let's save. Yeah, I've tried doing something similar, like if XYZ transit and I changed all three and I wanted to bring it to other keyframes. Sometimes it'll let me copy and paste all three frames, and sometimes it'll make me do it one at a time. So I'm just going to keep doing it this way. All right, 6390. Oh, I did the cut and the choose and paste. And all right, 6390. Next one is yeah, well, this is just a head. I have 5 other parts to model. And I think if I were to do head, neck, chest, yada, 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 head, neck, chest, yada, 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 that would take longer. But I think it's going to go faster if I do head, 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 neck, 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 chest, 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 chest. All right, this is 7003. 30 before is 6973. 6973. And paste. And the next one will be 7619 minus 30. 619 minus 30. 7589. And paste. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 more to go. We've done that. 8241 minus 30 is 8211. Select, paste. And go on to the next one. Next one is 8863 minus 30, 8833. We're at the end of what's going on here. Oh, I know what I did. Too many numbers. 8833. There we go. That's better. Control V. If I write in a number bigger than the amount of keyframes frames I have in the file, it just sends it to the end of the file. It doesn't say you didn't count right. Try that again. So 8833. Yes, okay, that's done. The next one is what happened? All right, 8833. Did I? Did I skip one? What the hell? I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've done this 11 times, and there's 12 frames, and already at the last frame, slide, sign, what have you. Don't loop, just end. I remember that I deliberately stopped it with her hands open to make an easier cut for when I do the remaining 5. Alright, let's... I deliberately stopped it with her hands 2573. Make it easier cut.
Okay, let's start. Focal length 0.
Okay, 1. Right, 1. 1. Oh, I got it now. The first one I did. Was all this stuff up here, doing all the original math, and in the rest of them I was just doing this. So as I was going through it, I had forgotten that this was 1, and this should have been 2. So I should have been counting 1, 2, 3, except while I was doing, I was counting 1, 2. So yes, we've done all 12. Two 573. Two 573.
5 millimeters, 1.377 inches times 3.251 inches times pi. The product is 14.065 square inches. The area covered is 0.097%. Focal length 1.0 millimeters, 3.838 inches times 6.391 inches times pi. The product is 77.069 square inches. The area covered is 0.
Did her head twist? Or has all this time I've been working on hip. I've been working on the hip instead of the head.
All this time I've been working
I
on
bet I have.
0 millimeters, 3.838 inches.
I bet I have.
Yeah, it's either the chest or the hip. It's probably the hip. Yeah, it was the hip. I thought I was working on the head, so that's why watching the head, I didn't see any movement.
Yeah, it's either the chest or the hip. I'm just
All right, so we'll go bottom up. I thought I was going top down. So after the hip, comes the waist. All right, and we go back to 2632. And we select all this. Control C, Control copy. And go to 3201. Stop that. And paste. And then 3685. And paste. $42.40. And then 52.54. 52.54. Control V. All right. 52.54. No. Go back. 42.40. I did Control Z one too many times. 36.85. 36.85. 3201. Okay, 3201 is good. 3685. 3685. the hell is going on? $36.85. Read the 36 when I type it in. Alright, $36.85 is good. 42.40. 42.40. Alright. So I didn't go too far backwards. Twist. Select. Paste. Save. Okay, 46.93. $52.54. $57.97. $63.90. Got it. $69.73. $75.89. Control V. $82.11. And $88.33. And save. Alright, after the waste, is the chest. Okay. And we go back to $26.32. Select here, hold shift, select here, Control C, copy, 3201. 3685. And paste. 4240. And paste. 4693. Select, paste. $52.54. $57.97. Select, paste. I'm going to move this window a bit more here. Okay, so that was $57.97. 63.90. $69.73. $75.89. What? Typed in too many numbers again. 69.73. $75.89. $82.11. Control V. $88.33. Control V. Alright, so that was the chest. Oh, we skipped the part. So let's do the abdomen. And let's go back to son of a bitch. And let's go back to 2632. And select and copy. 3201. Paste. $36.85. $42.40. $47.23. 47.9. 46.93. Okay, 52.54. $63.90. $69.73. $75.89. $82.11. Oh, I did it again. Too many. Okay, so that was $75.89. $82.11. And then $88.33. File. Save. Alright, so we've done the hip, the waist, the abdomen, the chest. Now we do the neck. Okay. 2632. Click. The neck, not the chest. How did that not happen? Select the first one, select the last one, copy, 3201. I'm moving this window because my new camera is kind of in my way. I got to look around it. It's not the new camera, but the new boom has put the camera in a spot where I have to look around it, and it's annoying. 3685. Paste. $42.40. Paste. $46.93. $52.54. $57.97. I wonder if I skipped that on one of them. Hold on. $57.97. Paste. $63.90. Paste. $69.73. $75.89. $82.11. And then 8833. File. File, save. After the neck is the head. And we'll be done. I think when I'm done with the head, I will call it a day. Or an afternoon. Okay, back to 2632. $32.01. Control V. 3685. Control V. 42 4240. Something stupid happened. Did I? Type in too many numbers again. Okay, let's go back to 3685. $32.01. All right, 32.01, 36.85. Okay. 36.85, 42.40. Okay, 46.93. $52.54. 5797. $63.90. $69.73. $75.89. $82.11. And $88.33. Control V. File, save. I am going to close the keyframe window, go back to 2573, turn the speaker on, and hit play.
The area covered is 0.097%.
When does it jump? I know why it jumps. Because it's this damn green arrow that I wish I could get rid of. Alright, this time.
Okay, let's start. Focal length 0.5 millimeters, 1.377 inches times 3.251 inches times pi. The product is 14.065 square inches. The area covered is 0.097%. Focal length 1.0 millimeters, 3.838 inches times 6.391 inches times pi. The product is 77.069 square inches. The area covered is 0.535%. Focal length 2.0 millimeters, 6.834 inches times 13.770 inches times pi. The product is 295.675 square inches. The area covered is 2.053%. Focal length 4.0 millimeters, 12.565 inches times 24.235 inches times pi. The product is 956.779 square inches. Focal length 8.0 millimeters, 18.525 inches times 36.651 inches times pi. The product is 2,133.291 square inches. The area covered is 14.814%. Focal length 16.0 millimeters, 22.434 inches times 42.707 inches times pi. The product is 3,010.315 square inches. The area covered is 20.904%. Focal length 32.0 millimeters, 24.946 inches times 51.254 inches times pi. The product is 4017.305 square inches. The area covered is 27.897%. Focal length 64.0 millimeters, 26.694 inches times 52.741 inches times pi. The product is 4,423.522 square inches. The area covered.
Okay, why did the sound cut off? I mean, I'm going to put the sound back in when I do the assemble all this in Pinnacle.
Okay, why did the sound cut off? Yeah, I'm gonna put the sound back in when I do the assemble all this in Pinnacle.
So I don't know why the sound stopped, but her lips are still moving.
1.123%. Focal length 256.0 millimeters, 27.778 inches times 53.986 inches times pi. The product is 4,711.815 square inches. The area covered is 32.720%. Focal length 512.0 millimeters, 28.184 inches times 54.121 inches times pi. The product is 4,792.637 square inches. The area covered is 33.282%. Focal length 1024.0 millimeters, 28.510 inches times 54.582 inches times pi. The product is 4,889.369 square inches. The area covered is 33.953%.
Why did we just stop? Hate this program.
Why did we just stop? Hate this program.
And why didn't it fill in? Oh, yeah, it probably wouldn't have. Okay, never mind.
And why didn't it fill in?
1.123%. Focal length 256.0 millimeters, 27.778 inches times 53.986 inches times pi. The product is 4,711.815 square inches. The area covered is 32.720%. Focal length 512.0 millimeters, 28.184 inches times 54.121 inches times pi. The product is 4,792.637 square inches. The area covered is 33.282%. Focal length 1024.0 millimeters, 28.510 inches times 54.582 inches times pi. The product is 4,889.369 square inches. The area covered is 33.953%.
Why did it show I was there to go back to? don't know. Alright, one more time. 573. Play.
Alright, one more
Okay,
time.
let's start. Focal length 0.5 millimeters, 1.377 inches times 3.251 inches times pi. The product is 14.065 square inches. The area covered is 0.097%. Focal length 1.0 millimeters, 3.838 inches times 6.391 inches times pi. The product is 77.069 square inches. The area covered is 0.535%. Focal length 2.0 millimeters, 6.834 inches times 13.770 inches times pi. The product is 295.675 square inches. The area covered is 2.053%. Focal length 4.0 millimeters, 12.565 inches times 24.235 inches times pi. The product is 956.779 square inches. Focal length 8.0 millimeters, 18.525 inches times 36.651 inches times pi. The product is 2,133.291 square inches. The area covered is 14.814%. Focal length 16.0 millimeters, 22.434 inches times 42.707 inches times pi. The product is 3,010.315 square inches. The area covered is 20.904%. Focal length 32.0 millimeters, 24.946 inches times 51.254 inches times pi. The product is 4,017.305 square inches. The area covered is 27.897%. Focal length 64.0 millimeters, 26.694 inches times 52.741 inches times pi. The product is 4,423.522 square inches. The area covered is 30.718%. Focal length 128.0 millimeters, 26.830 inches times 53.363 inches times pi. The product is 4,498.493 square inches. The area covered is 31.123%. Focal length 256.0 millimeters, 27.778 inches times 53.986 inches times pi. The product is 4,711.815 square inches. The area covered is 32.720%. Focal length 512.0 millimeters, 28.184 inches times 54.121 inches times pi. The product is 4,792.637 square inches. The area covered is 33.282%. Focal length 1,024.0 millimeters, 28.510 inches times 54.582 inches times pi. The product is 4,889.369 square inches. The area covered is 33.953%.
All right. I am going to start the render on this and then sign off. Let's go to Explorer, Ball Grid, Frames. Okay. New folder. Signs 1 through 12. Render. Oh, and animate. Animate, make movie. 1920 by 1080. Start at 2573. Go to 9413. Yep. Format image files, render type Firefly, make movie. Okay. YouTube, let's build this. Ball grid, frames, signs. Not PNG, TIFF, save. Bring this over here, and let's go back to here. This is rendering, isn't it? Yeah, it's... Alright, so what am I doing? What am I doing? I am doing scene 1. Well, thank you, Ray. I hope it turns out good. I appreciate your optimism. So, yes, thank you for viewing, sticking around to the end. Those of you who are watching this in the future, thank you for making it through this part. Have a good day. Be safe. Be a friend to someone who needs a friend. And the last thing I have to say is...
Look! An echo chamber of derp. Derp, 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 derp.
Derp, 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 derp.
Derp, 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 derp. Derp, 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 derp. Derp, 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 derp,
Gravity is not a force.
Einstein-based
Derp, 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 derp.
Dip.